Surprise when you surprise. And just
Whatever.
like that, we are live.
What up, everybody?
Hello, hello.
Oh, oh, yeah. He's acting like he's frozen. And
Right.
Shut
so,
up. What's up, everybody? Less than Stealthy Ninjas here to bring you a Car Chronicles review of the Houston Horror Film Festival, the actual
Mhm.
big festival. We went
Yes.
yesterday. It's a 3-day weekend. We went yesterday, and we're here to talk about our experience of it. Uh, First and foremost, I go by Scooter Ray. To my right, sorry, to my right, wrong way. To my right, we have the scream queen herself, Aranya Miss,
The
and
Squeam Queen.
Hey,
and
I guess I scream too. I don't know.
the laughing, cackling jackal below me would be Cosmic Boss,
What up, everybody?
and the three of us make up the Less Than Stealthy Ninjas.
Oh,
You see
shit.
the names. Boom.
Oh, yes. We had a great weekend this weekend. Started Friday. So, this is going to be a two-parter, a double-header, if you will.
No, that's
No,
Not
it's
both.
not.
different videos. Two different
Both will
videos.
not, yeah, two different videos, but we're going to record them back to back. So first up, we're talking about the Houston Horror Film Festival. This was the big one. We went to um the
Pop-ups.
smaller one, the pop-ups, and we first discovered it. Me and Aranda, when we came across Johnny in what was it, San Antonio at that little
Yeah.
desk, and we spun the little wheel for a sticker and a patch.
That was at the Horror Con in San Antonio.
Yes, that was
Yeah, I
inside
remember the
a
name of it.
mall. It was inside a mall. I do not remember the name of it.
I can look
Iranian
it up
mic.
real quick.
But yeah, so that's how we met Johnny. We got invited to the pop-ups and the big one. And we went to the pop-up, what was it, last December? The first
It
pop-up we
was.
went to
It
was in
wasn't.
last December.
No,
I thought y'all went in October.
Last December was the second one. October was the first one.
Okay. And so yeah, we went to the one in that had the giant uh the giant platform that people were climbing, and where Leatherface got tired and winded.
That was the
Um,
second one.
that was the second one. Okay. But yeah, so we had fun at each and every one of them. And this was our first time at the big one this Saturday, held at the Marriott Hotel, as you can see behind me.
Off
And
West Chase, wasn't it?
yes, in the West Chase district of Houston. And yeah, this was a lot. There was a lot of people dressed up. They had some nice little photo op booths set up. Some great vendors selling a wide collection of different stuff. And so yeah,
It was
we
called
are
Monster Con in San
Monster
Antonio.
Con. Gotcha. There you go. And yeah, we're just here to talk about it, give a review of it, and how each of us felt about it. So who wants to go first?
Well, I will say this. I will jump into it since I'm the least horror aficionado here. But I will say, first things first, check us out. You know, you know, you got my brother as Michael Myers. You got myself as a cross between Joker and Leatherface. You have Boss resurrecting Dr. Corvo, Blood, and
Yes, sir.
Aranya. What was your characters?
I was the queen of the dark fairies.
There you go. So, boom. That was us, first and foremost. Um, I would say personally it was cool. I mean, as the least horror person in the group, it was still fun to go to. Um, of course, there was a lot of who in my case because they was like, oh, there goes such and such. That person, I'm like, who? But it was still fun. It was still characters I recognized, and it was still celebrities I recognized. I wasn't fully in the know, but I wasn't completely lost.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely welcoming to somebody who isn't that big into horror, but at the same time, uh, if you have a fear of clowns, um, you might want to steer clear. Actually, not so much steer clear. You might want to swerve because a lot of people dressed as clowns. We
A
had to
lot.
play. We had to play defense for Aranya.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is too, especially in the place it was held with being the Marriott Hotel, it was small and big at the same time, if that makes sense. Like it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't like you was bumping all into each other and packed like sardines, but it was very funneled and tunneled. So there were times where if you wanted to get to the next section, you had to go this route. And if there was clowns and things in your way, you kind of had no choice but to deal with it. So
And and also to point out, the way you had to go from vendor room to vendor room, you had to weave some paths, and so they could pop out behind the corner at any random moment.
On break, just in the way,
yeah,
looking at us. Mm-hmm.
So
Not forget that part.
so you definitely had to look out. You had to keep your peepers peeping. But I'm gonna be doing other stuff, and I'm gonna let the other two talk since they're the horror aficionados. You're gonna be seeing photos that Aranya took, that we took, as you can see. That's our group selfie. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let these other two talk about their thoughts of the HHFF. I know Aranya hates acronyms, but acronyms, baby.
right, like watch this, Scoop. SNES.
He knows that I'll punch his teeth. Anyway, I think it was a really, really great con. I had not been previously other than the pop-ups, which the pop-ups are nothing to shake a stick at. They're actually really good, really fun. This on a large scale was great. Again, I state and I stand firm in my statement: the friendliest people are at horror cons. Like they are.
Yeah, they were pretty friendly.
Friendliest people, the nicest. Just like I didn't get stepped on. Lots of people. You're beautiful. I want to take a picture of you. Like it was really, really nice. Yes, the spaced outness was a little odd, but looking at the way the hotel is set up,
The hotel is odd.
Yeah, you have to go with what's available, which I mean, I guess kind of makes sense because if my company and your company were having a convention in one room, you really wouldn't want those rooms side by side. So
No.
that makes sense. But I think it was really, really fun. It was really exciting. I was so excited I could barely sleep. I was because we know that I'm the horror girl and anything horror related is awesome, and I didn't know what to expect. I will say, I don't care. I said what I said. I had way better of a time at Houston Horror Film Festival than I did at Comic Palooza. Not as far as like friends. I mean, as far as like the vendors and just kind of the comfortableness. Like,
and also, you in your element.
You say what?
You was in your element.
I mean, but the vendors, like I was looking at some of these vendors that I've seen before, and then some vendors that I've never seen. I wasn't lost or confused. I wasn't spending all this time searching for a vendor, hoping that I kind of know where they were they on this aisle or that aisle or whatever. All the vendors were really nice. It wasn't a thing where there were any rude vendors, which, you do come across rude vendors. Everybody talked. I thought it was easy to navigate, even though it was spread out. I still think it was not as much pandemonium as Comic Palooza. Like
Yes, I can
Trying
agree.
to find where you simply were, and you were like, "Wait, I thought I saw someone over here." I think it wasn't like that. It felt way more relaxed. It felt like you had a moment, like the vendors actually had a moment to talk to you, and they did. Me and boss were talking to vendors and just and it wasn't. I had a issue with one of my things that I purchased a stress ball because I have anxiety, and there were lots of clowns, and I squeezed the stress ball a lot and it started leaking. I was able to easily navigate back to where that vendor was and say, "Hey, my stress ball is leaking all over my hand." He was very nice. He was like, "Oh, just get another one. I'm so sorry." Comic Palooza, just keep it. Don't even worry about it. Just
Mm-hmm.
roll. So I really, really liked that. And I liked the variety of things that were there, because when you think horror cons or horror, you think like figurines, you think horror movies or horror books. But I mean, you have pillows and blankets and, props and all kinds of stuff. Like, I just really enjoyed that. I enjoyed the diversity. I did not expect all those vendors. I told boss that yesterday. I was like, those vendors were like dope as shit. Things that I wouldn't thought. My little prop that I got, which I will show y'all later, I wasn't thinking I was gonna see somebody who's selling props that you
Right.
can, like, use in your movies or whatever. Like, I think that's really cool. And that man, not good with names, but the man that was in Hocus Pocus, remember, boss? They called us over to their table.
Yes.
They were like,
Yes.
"Hey, y'all come here." Like, hello? That is so cool.
Right.
I'm like, "Oh, okay." And they were talking to us, telling us we look nice, and were we liking the con? And I mean, just super nice, like super cool, super nice people. Like, it was dope to me,
Mm-hmm.
boss.
Yeah. I feel the same way. It was a lot of fun for this being the big one. We had, like I said earlier, a lot of fun at the pop up, but this one had like tenfold more vendors, more stuff to see, more stuff to do, a lot more walking around. Yeah, like the vendors were really nice. Walking up, they had little games where you could get like free stuff or little discounts, and there
Like,
was some, like there was a if they had my size, I would have probably spent more money. There was one booth that had some Ninja Turtles jerseys, and so
they had a
like
Freddy Krueger jersey too.
yes, they did.
They had a
And
who?
one was and a Fred boy.
Freddy,
No,
Freddy
no.
Krueger,
Oh, but I no, I didn't hear who she said.
Freddy
Oh,
Krueger
okay.
jersey. It
And
was
then,
like a
yeah,
Freddy Krueger basketball jersey.
and there was one with Jaws on it that had like the original Jaws poster with the shark under the water and the swimmer at the top. So it was like a gradient from blue to white to the top, and it was beautiful.
Actually, I think that was the retro exchange. I think that was them.
Yes, that was them. That was them. And so yeah, like there was so many booths. There was like different booths that you wouldn't have seen that we'd never even seen at Comic Palooza. Like the laser sharp cutting where they used laser to cut into wood and do art, which I got some stuff from them.
I mean, no,
Uh,
that was a Comic Palooza.
that were
Where?
they?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying though? Where? We didn't
Where?
see.
Because
Well, that time. Okay, so when Dizzle and I was on our mission, we virtually walked up and down every aisle,
okay,
and yeah, it was there.
okay. Well,
Mariah,
Get
you might
ready
want to
for
look away, even though this is your picture.
it. Boss took this picture. I
Uh,
requested that he take the picture because
okay.
it scared me sitting there, and I was like, "Holy shit, that is really dope." Okay, and so I went behind a pillar, and I was like, "Boss,
she hid
take the
behind a
picture."
pillar, leaning on one knee against it, like Captain Morgan, and like told me to just go take a picture. I'm like, all right. I walked right up to him. I'm like, can I take your picture? He's like, hell yeah. So as you can see, he posed a little bit, and so yeah. Shout out to whoever this dude was. Like his costume was dope.
It was.
Um,
If it didn't make my stomach sick, I would have liked to take a picture with him.
like he was I would say the best looking clown there. Like the
Oh no,
rest, like the other than the green haired one, that was walking around.
What's his
The
name?
other one's just, and I'm not gonna say much else, but like, yeah, he was the best looking clown there to me. But yeah, so we took a lot of pictures. There were, as for more of the vendors, there were some familiar ones we saw there, like we saw at Comic Palooza. We spent money there again.
The green-haired clown's name is Bobo the Clown. He
Bobo.
started following me on Instagram and I almost threw up. I was like, oh, why? Because his picture is him as the clown.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Can we all, for one quick second, appreciate how amazing this picture is?
That's an amazing shot.
I'm
Like,
gonna make it bigger so we can all see it. So, my brother was, like I said, Michael Myers, and the way this picture came about, my brother and myself, we separated from Boston Aranya, and we was waiting on y'all to come back, and that was like his waiting pose. Then we was like, oh, we could flip it. Oh, it's Michael waiting on Lori. Lori says she's supposed to be there. Lori says she's supposed to pull up to the Houston Horror Film Festival. He waiting for her to pull up. So that's where it came about.
dope shot. Perfectly dope shot.
What's going on, Max? So
the fact that your brother is a giant, it was really awesome.
Right.
So one guy came up to him and said, yeah, I've seen other Michaels here, but they ain't shit compared to you because you got the height and everything.
Shout out to the little lady that walked up to us and was like, I saw y'all from a distance. Gosh, y'all are all so tall. Because next to Mike, we do look short, but we're not. None of us are short.
No, none of us are short. Especially when she compared to her, because she was a tiny little lady.
She was a tiny, and she was just looking up at us like.
And we just felt like giants, but like, and that was a nickname we gave Mike and Scoot the rest of the day after the pop soap incident.
Right. I was like, well, where are they? He was like, the Giants have left us. I was like,
oh, but yeah, that's how we were able to find them, because they were the tallest people there. So.
No, there was a couple of people, like I saw one Michael Myers that was taller than me, but shorter than Mike. Like there was a few people I saw that was tall, but yeah, we were pretty skyscraper-ish, especially walking with him. You know, my brother stands 6'6", 6'7", so you know,
the giant Michael Myers.
Yeah.
And shout out to William Ragsdale. Go on, say it. Go on, do it.
Oh, who?
Charlie from Fright Night. I ran over him, and it wasn't on purpose. I was taking a couple steps back, and he was walking forward, bumped into him, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And I recognized him, and I was like, oh my God, hi. He was like, hi, it's okay. And he was so nice.
Just
my man, I crushed his feet.
Just running over people.
hey, you know, stuff happens, and my legs was like so, and it was a lot going on in that hallway. It was like, shout out to that gentleman. Wait, where is it? He actually works at Misfit Toys. We actually saw him at
the other pop-up, the one that was in Katy outdoors.
Bedrock City. Yep, I bought my my Pamela Voorhees from him.
And that's where Nico's baby Lainey got her gargoyle. Goliath. Yeah. Yep. So shout out to him, because he was there. He was he was having a lot of fun.
Isn't one of his daughter's birthday today?
Yes. Lainey. Happy birthday, Lynn.
Hey, happy birthday, Lynn. Hey.
Happy birthday, Lynn. Yes. I think she left Nico to go hang out with her friends. So
he's probably just laying on the floor crying somewhere.
Right. Just fetal position in the corner. Being tormented by the toilet ghoulie. Just
Oh, wait. You talking about this thing right here? Hold on. Because the moment I saw this, I was like, this looks like something that should pop up out of the toilet.
Yeah. Boss was actually purchasing something, and I looked up and I was like, "Is that the toilet ghoulie?"
And then
and the guy was
and
like,
the vendor was like, "Yes, like many people recognize it. Like they'll spot the gremlins and buy them, but not too many people notice the ghoulies." Like
that looks like something that comes straight out of a toilet right there.
it does.
that's
And,
what it did.
in our pod, when we were talking about, I think, things that scared you as a kid or something like that, Nico actually did this. He said it was scary to think that something would bite his butt in the night when he went to the bathroom. So of course, me being the troll that I am, I took a picture of it to send to him.
What'd he say?
I don't think I can say that on here.
Oh, okay. Understand.
But he was sad that he couldn't come with us because he did want to go. So he did that. That was at the end after I was cussed out. But see, people send me mean pictures of clowns. So what?
Makes sense.
Yes. I'm trying to see what this is. This dude here. Wait, point this way.
I'm gonna make it bigger.
Is amazing. He stayed in character the whole fucking time. Like, I'm like, Tommy, he's like, come on with it, Tommy. That's what I'm talking about.
We were like, thank you for the picture. He was like,
we love you, Tommy. Like, he was with it. And I was
and
like,
I'm just now noticing he has the Chucky doll in his pocket.
Yes.
I'm just noticing that, yes. Because I was more focused on the zombie version of him and the chainsaw. But yeah, he was dope. He was dope.
And I think we did good, guys, just by doing most of the pictures on one camera. Because that way it's not like, oh, who has this picture? Who has that picture?
Look, it would have been a task to hike up my dress every time just to take out my phone to take a picture.
Now, Boss and his dress.
Now, I will say this. If I had one negative thing to say about it, boy, that parking was something interesting.
Look. When we pulled in, me and Aranya first pulled in, we were like, all right, we gonna park. Nope, it said, all you horror folk this way.
Going around back yonder.
And it was like, okay. And it was like, nope, keep going. What? This space is here. Keep going. And then we ended up in the back of the hotel, like on a little side street in the most craggy part of the
not the craggy part.
I don't think it bothered me because in my other life, whenever there was an event at a hotel, that's the way they always handle parking for special events for people that rent out for a conference. So that's the way they always do at those types of events. Any type of event that's not Microsoft or one big company, they're like, yeah, everybody park around back, so at least it wasn't where we had to pay to park around back.
Correct. So correct.
And it was indoors and the air was on.
Yes. Which was great for me because I was not hot the whole day. So
yeah. He didn't have to get the fan out at all.
I couldn't say that.
Yeah, no, not you. Not you or your brother. Like, shout out to Six Shooter.
Huh?
I saw Six Shooter walking up with the arms in his hand, and I was like, what is he doing? I was like, why is he dressed like a cowboy? And I instantly thought, is he going to be Six Shooter? And I was like, nah, he's not going to be Six Shooter. And then we looked up, and there he is, just Six Shooter. I wish Full Moon would have been here so that they could have taken a picture of him. Like, I wish they would have loved it.
Because it was great. Because the arms moved when he moved his real arms, and it was like, it was good, man. That was great work.
Mike said he was sweating his ass off.
He was, bless his heart. I mean, he wanted the fan.
That boy was in a Dickie suit. Like, come on now. Like,
hey, no, he was in the latest kill wear fashion. He was in the latest kill wear fashion.
And that mask didn't have a mouth opening.
No.
So you just breathing your own wind. It's hot. I wanted
the ghetto.
To give him the fan. Right. I wanted to give him the fan because y'all two were hot. Plus, y'all are close to the sun.
I guess if you want to put it that way.
I had on a tutu. I wasn't gonna be hot. I was okay.
It's more surprising
He
that
said-
I wasn't hot considering my long black ass dress. So
he said it was all mask. It was the mask.
That's man, it was a
That made
lot.
him
I was
hot.
like, ooh. And even though he couldn't hear, he could see pretty good.
Yeah.
So
I
kudos to
couldn't.
that. Yeah, I know. He was
And
holding my
that
back.
death,
Shout out
that
to
death was
Death.
great.
I didn't realize we did not get the group picture of Death. That lady got our picture.
Right.
Hey, if anybody who took a picture of us, tag us at LessThanStealthyNinjas on Instagram. Right. A lot of people took our picture.
All one big word, Less Than Stealthy Ninjas.
We took a group picture with Death and didn't even get the picture. I'm sad.
Oh man.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, this should have been up the whole time. My bad. But yeah.
I thought it was. But Death was really cool. I think Death was probably hot too.
Oh, he had to be.
Because he has gloves.
And that is real metal on that scythe and around his neck. So man, he had to be.
When I tell you one thing that my mom said when I showed her the pictures, she was like, these people did not come to play. She was like, they are showing out. I said, yes, ma'am. They are in costume and they are like, this is who I am today. Now the Jackal, she kind of had a little bit of an attitude, but she may have been hungry. I don't know.
She may have been hot. Yeah, like
another cool thing Mike was doing, any person he saw dressed as Michael Myers, he went up to them.
What?
Yeah, he went up to them and they had like little moments. Like I remember one Mike, they actually gave a hug to each other. Oh. Like they would like any person he saw dressed as Michael Myers, they had a little moment.
That's cute.
The multiverse of Myers. Like
yes, basically it was the multiverse of Myers.
Shout out to Mr. Candyman here.
Right. Yeah. Oh man, he was good. Like I know he had to be. That's a fur coat. He like man. So
and he was on break when we took this picture. He was taking and having a drink. He was chilling, and I was like, "We need to get a picture of Candyman. We can't just not."
Right. He was having a Coke and a sandwich when we walked up on him, and like, so we asked him for a picture. He was like, "Yeah, sure," and he was like one of the brightest, happiest people there. Like,
right, and he got in character quickly, like
very quickly.
Finished chewing his sandwich, took a sip of drink. He was like, and then he's like, okay, oh, in character. Nice. He was very nice, very, very nice guy.
Right.
Everybody was though. Everybody, like I said, I think the Jackal was a little. She looked like she was kind of hungry, so I don't know. It was later in the day, and that was when some of the celebrities were going on break to get themselves to eat and a drink. So
yeah, like Charlie walked past us, got ran over. Danielle Harris walked past us. She was going to get something to eat, and the only person I didn't get to see was old girl,
Rachel
True. Yeah, I don't know where she was.
I think she was in those back rooms where the line of clowns was.
Right. Like she had to be off in the back somewhere because none of the vendor rooms.
Mike and I walked that place 4 times. I don't remember seeing her.
But did you go down the hallway that had the special rooms where people were getting their autographs?
Oh, you know what? No, we didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
that makes sense.
She had to be in there somewhere. So
shout out to CJ Graham in this bitch. Who? Go ahead. Mike Jones, come on.
Oh, sorry. Who? Look, y'all ain't gonna keep, you ain't gonna keep shaming me.
No. I just like earlier, I had an idea for you when we get our real logo and our characters drawn. So I got something for you.
No, we ain't gonna be. You ain't gonna be making me look like I don't be knowing shit.
Yep. Got something for you.
This ain't.
I wrote it down.
CJ Graham. Oh, he's right. Wait, he's right here. CJ Graham played Jason Voorhees and Jason Lives. I think that's 5. Is that 5, boss, or 6?
Let me just Google it real quick.
While you're Googling, he is a tall man, and he was awesome.
6.
I was listening. 6, okay. I was listening to him talk to everyone, and he told this kid who was dressed like Michael Myers, he was like, you know the difference between Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers? And the kid was like, mm-hmm. And he was like, real men use multiple different weapons. And I was like, oh, I just experienced it.
Okay.
And the kid was like, it was so cute. I was just like, and boss had left me. He was standing over there alone, blind. And I was just like, oh, I'm starstruck looking at CJ Graham like, ah. So it was really great. We saw Dr. Loomis. Let me see. What is this man's name? Tom Jones Jr. We saw him. All right, come through, Dr. Loomis. We appreciate you. Oh, what's her? She said, "Oh, something failed. Don't worry about it."
Not unusual.
Carmela McNeil. She said hi to me. The nurse.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh," because everybody was just so nice.
Right.
You know? It wasn't a weird thing. Everybody was nice. We saw so many people. Like, well, we didn't see Scout Taylor Compton because I think she was on break.
Right.
So she was already gone, but Millie Shapiro seemed like she was super nice.
Yeah, she had her pink hair going. She was bouncing around, taking pictures and stuff. Yeah.
Did y'all see Felissa Rose?
She was, so when we showed up, she was doing the photo shoot.
Okay.
And I think she was one of the longer ones because I think she had one of the more popular ones, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't get a chance to see her either because even like we saw her booth, but
right,
she must have been still, you know, doing her thing.
But she was at the pop-up that we went to,
and her line was long there too.
Look, during the cold times.
Yep.
So, I remember seeing her, but the man who stopped us, the Hocus Pocus man, is Don Yeso. And we also saw Dave Sheridan, Doofy, from Scary Movie.
Yes. Officer Doofy.
Yep. And I was like, oh, now I think we saw Walter Felon, I think is what it says. Shut up, boss. Oh no, from I believe it was House of a Thousand Corpses. Hold on. Yeah, I think we did see him, but I'm not sure because there were just so many people, and you're just walking by like, oh, I don't think I saw Mark Patton from Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Okay.
I don't think I saw him. I might have, but I'm not sure because there were lots of clowns, and those clowns distract you. I have to cast my vision to the ground, and I'm like, they don't exist. They don't exist. So.
We did see Kathy Moriarty.
Yeah.
Who else? We saw Michael Hargrove.
Oh yeah, we did. Look, I'm looking at the list. Oh, we saw Terry McMinn from Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
We saw Amanda Bierce.
Oh, Amy! Sorry. You saw how excited I got. Boss, you were there to witness my excitement meltdown.
I did. And we saw Andrew Bernarski and the new Leatherface.
Yeah, we did.
And I think that's about all we saw.
Oh, we saw James Jude Courtney, the new Michael Myers. Yeah.
We did see him. Let's see.
Because the person from Valentine wasn't sitting there. Remember, you pointed at the thing because we had just discussed it, but that he wasn't sitting there. Yeah, there was just so many people and vendors, and it was just a dope experience, if you ask me.
It was.
Like I said before, and I'll say again, the whole vibe of you can walk by and just catch a glimpse of the person, and they're not like so far away that you have to put on binoculars to see who they are. You know, like I just like that. You're not disturbing anyone. but like I made eye contact with, what's her name, Carmela McNeil. I made eye contact and she was like, hi. Like, that's a nice experience.
Right.
It makes you feel like they're a part of the con, not just, oh, I'm here and I'm sitting here and I'm bored because I'm so far away from everybody and I'm just here with my staff and that's who I talk to.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a nice feeling, to be able to, oh, and Mr. Pirate from what's called, boss?
Terror Isle.
So we will be doing a review on Terror Isle, everyone. It is a haunted house and escape rooms.
Yes.
And the nice pirate man was like, do you like pirates? Yes. I know he was probably like, oh,
and he had his pirate voice going. It was fun. Like he was great.
Yes. And they were like, oh, because we came over there like, we need a book, we need a paper. Like, what we're coming. Shout out to the little girl who was 11, remember?
Yes. Season 2, 11 at that. Yeah. So hair slicked back, goth 11. Like that was cool. That was really cool. What else? Who else did we see? Pyramid Head. Shout out to them.
Yeah, she was amazing.
She was dope.
And the nurse.
Yes. Valak. Yeah. You took a picture with Valak.
Very sweet Valak. Those people, that person who was screaming. I am assuming that was a portrayal of who was, and I think this is Annabelle Comes Home. Remember when they went into the story of Annabelle at that house? Remember the lady that ran up?
Yes. Okay.
I think that's who that was. The gentleman was screaming a lot, and it just made my nerves shot. Please stop screaming.
And here's the thing: they were just walking around cackling, but when those two little clown people met up with them, they would just start laughing like loudly and hysterically, and it was just like, okay, like so.
Well, I'm uncomfortable. Squirm. Oh no, we lost Scoot.
Oh, he'll be back. But yeah, like this was just a lot of fun.
Y'all ready to get into what we bought and whatnot?
Oh yeah.
Hold on, before we get into it, I think we got a message from someone right quick. Hold on, let me pull it up right quick. You know how many years I've been waiting to clear my throat? All that noise effects I've been making all over these years. But hello, Leatherface here, or Joker face, as you can see. When I'm not out killing random teenagers and adults who decide to come down the wrong streets, I'm usually at the Houston Horror Film Festival. And this weekend, they had the big festival. Not only was I there, but there were so many victims I wanted to just carve up. But too many people, cops, things like that, But if I ever catch y'all down those wrong streets, Till then, Houston Horror Film Festival. Thank you for having me this past weekend. I appreciate it.
We appreciated that message.
Right. Shout out to Jetherface for showing up.
Jetherface. Jetherface. Yes.
Jetherface.
We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. Jetherface.
All right. I can potentially go first since I didn't get that much.
Absolutely.
Only got two things. I kept it simple in mind. And funny how it is, the two things I got had nothing to do with horror at all, which makes it even more amazing. But but my first one came from Pop Soap. Instagram down below. They do have a shop. I think Boss read it last week, but just in case, different crowd may see this.
Mm-hmm.
2402 Montrose Boulevard, and then they got one in Houston, 401 Franklin Street, popsoap.com. There you go. And the flavors. I guess you can say flavors. Do you use flavors with soap?
I don't think so
Scents.
because you don't eat it.
Scents. The
Sense. There you
scents
go.
that I got that Bohemian Subsidy. It's pineapple and banana. So I think every time
Oh,
I'm gonna use this soap, I'm gonna be singing Bohemian Rhapsody.
that is a double death blow.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. That's right. All right.
that is a 1-2 no biscuit knockout right there.
So Bohemian Subsidy. Boss talked about this one last time. Bath to the Future.
Yes, sir.
Melon and pear. And then shouts out to Boss out there, and shouts out to all my Gryffindors out there. Lion roars. That was totally not a lion, but you get the joke.
Nope.
So,
That was a griffin.
Gryffindor. You know what I'm saying? So I got those 3 bars of soap. And then the next place I went to, mainly for Mrs. Ladybug, it was called Asteroid Coffee. With her being a coffee aficionado, I put their website and phone number up for y'all there. And the coffee I got, cinnamon roll,
Ooh.
folks out there. Cinnamon roll. And the next one is the Rocket Roast. And it's a dark roast. And this one has I forgot what it said. It had hints. I think it was like hints of chocolate, caramel, and something else. But yeah.
Look at both, all in the screen. I didn't even see them. Where were they?
Right.
So you know where Blue 130 was?
Yeah.
Yes.
If y'all went around that back where she was, if you kept so you know what Blue 130 was, and you know where the wood place that I think where the coasters and all that other stuff was at? They were in between them.
Oh.
Like literally almost like right in the middle.
Right.
Yeah, like I think they were maybe 2 booths down from Blue 130.
Oh wow.
And maybe 2 or 3 down from the other place. So yeah, those are the 2 places I got. Like I said, I kept my stuff simple. Mainly because with me not being such a horror aficionado like that, with some areas it was kind of like a lot of stuff was horror themed. So it was like I don't know what to buy. So I'm gonna just keep it simple. All right, so who wants to go next and show up? I think Aranya should go last. I think Aranya got like a lot of stuff.
She got a lot of shit. So
hold on. Let me. Bam. Nope. Bam.
All right. So my first up is I got from Making a Scene by Jim Ferguson. Shout out to Aranya because she got the 3 for $40 where she kept 2. It gave me the free one. I got.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Hold on.
Slowly.
Wait a minute.
There. Don't move it. You had it right. There you go.
There we go. Little Shop of Horrors.
Stop moving it.
There we go. Little Shop of Horrors with Audrey 2 and Rick Moranis. So like feed me Seymour.
You know what? I should have did this the first time, which it would have made a lot more sense. But let me get fancy. There you go.
Oh, there it
Thank you. And there it is.
There it is. Yeah. Stop moving it.
This is Audrey 2, Rick Moranis, Feed Me Seymour. If you've not seen this movie, it is a musical. It is fucking amazing. Watch it.
Musicals I'll watch.
Next up, I got from Laser Sharp Crafts, and first one is I got the One Piece crew.
Make sure you do all your shout outs.
Oh yeah, Laser Sharp Crafts. There we go. I got the crew of the One Piece crew, the Straw Hat Gang, So anybody in the anime that watches this knows who they are. So, got Luffy, got Zoro, Usopp, Chopper, Robin. There we go. Who else is on here? This is more than the whole crew. But yeah, so Frankie, Brooke, the whole damn crew is on here. Sanji, and man, it was just, and this is lasered into wood. And then I got from the new hotness, Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen, who is one of the most evil motherfuckers ever. So,
In the words of Scoot, who?
Or whatever.
Yeah, because I never seen the Jujutsu Kaisen, so yeah, who?
And then next up, I got from Lone Star Heroes in Comics, some little sculptures. I got this little guy.
Help the people out at the X and everything too.
Yes. So, all right. So to go back over Making a Scene with Jim Ferguson, you can find him at Jim Bean US on Instagram and Twitter. Laser Sharp Crafts, just Laser Sharp Crafts on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And this is Lone Star Comics and Toys. They're at Lone Star Heroes and Comics on Facebook. And as you can see, it's just a little skeleton boy in a crocodile costume with his little crocodile pal. And so, and then
Crocodile pal.
And also from them, I was going to get a different one, but they had Sugar Skulls from Dias de los Muertos. And this is the one that
boy.
I butchered that. But here we go. This is is just nope. Hold on. Hold on.
It matches the screen.
Yeah,
damn it.
You're gonna have to get something to put.
Hold on. Wait.
Get like a piece of paper to put behind it or something. But yeah, it's
okay.
Kinda.
There we go.
All right. So as you can see,
see them gold tails from the good fangs.
Right. This is the skull I bought with the fangs and the gold inlay and the gold design all over a black skull. And so let me not just mess up the screen anymore. So as you can see there, that was the skull I bought. And then I also went back to Pop Soap. It got me 3 more bars. And so first one is called Old Sport. And it is oak moss and bergamot. So that is a very old spicy
I think I smelled that one.
It smells really nice.
Let's see here. And then I got the Beady Beady Bum Bar, which is cherry and vanilla.
Okay, I know I didn't see that.
Yes, sir.
It was on the front part.
Woo.
He had y'all not abandoned us.
And then the last one was the Soap on the Beach, which is peach and mango.
Right now.
Shout out to Pop Soap. You can find them on Instagram. They have 4 locations in Houston, as Scoot mentioned. And then lastly,
2 locations.
But not least, shout out to Blue 130, aka Batty Juice. And so there's her card. And so we love Blue 130. We go see her every time she's at a con when we first met her. And so I got this. Hold on.
You disappeared.
Totally. Like.
All right. Hold on.
Put the paper. Put something behind it.
Wait a minute.
Just turn the screen off for a minute.
Yeah, just turn the screen off for a second.
There we go. Yeah. Hold on. All right. So I got this dark Sailor Moon with magic and the little Luna toy. So, because I love Sailor Moon. And let's see. And I got this little wood carving that Blue did. I don't think the character has a name, but just like a sailor girl tatted up with a telescope. So, yeah. And then I think that's about all I got. I didn't spend nearly as much as I did at Comic Palooza. But so shout out to Aranya for keeping my budget in check.
Hey.
But yeah, so I got a lot of stuff, had a lot of fun, and just to re-show everything while the background is down, Sakuna lasered into wood, and then the One Piece crew lasered into wood. Oh, there we go, focused up. And Audrey 2 and the Little Shop of Horrors. So shout out to all the vendors. Lone Star Heroes and Comics, Pop Soap, Blue 130, Laser Sharp Crafts, and Making a Scene by Jim Ferguson. Shout out to all of y'all. Y'all were dope. And up next is Miss Big Hall, Irania. So let's get into it.
I don't want to be labeled as Miss Big Hall. Thank you.
Big Hall.
Anyway, up first, Nene.
That sounds wrong on so many levels, but
first of all, we all know that horror cons are my favorite. So yes, I said in the Comic Palooza card chronicle that I would spend more at a horror con than at Comic Palooza because they don't have as much horror stuff. So up first is our girl Blue 130 and these earrings. I got these earrings from her. They are dope. They are Jason Voorhees. She made them. They're amazing.
With hard eyes, motherfucker.
Period. Okay. And I told her I was gonna wear them during this.
Hey,
and I also,
wasn't they the wrong size, mother?
Yeah.
Some pies, motherfucker. Look at them thighs, motherfucker.
Y'all not gonna mess up my haul part.
I'm sorry. I'll be quiet now. Go ahead.
So I chose this one because this is what I feel like I look like on the inside. Just like this. Tatted up, tail, because we know I want a tail, and just hair wild, rare. I'm a Leo. There it is.
You wanted the tail for 3 years and still haven't gotten one. We like next year.
Maybe if we go to Renfest.
Oh, we should go to the Renfest to get some turkey legs.
Oh, yes.
I've never been.
I've never been either.
I've been once when I was a kid. Never been again.
I've been wanting to go every year, and something always happens to where it doesn't happen.
Well, maybe we can try to, get our group together and go. Because the lady that took pictures of us a lot at Comic Palooza, she said that she's also at Renfest. So she gave me their booth number to come by and see them then. So maybe we can do that. Ninja outing. So Blue 130, she is awesome. Her website is baddiejuice.com and she is on Instagram at Blue 130, all written out, no numbers. She's amazing. If you go by her booth, tell her we said hi. Okay, so next up, I went by Little Shop O Horrors, and they had a lot of interesting things. Some stuff was kind of Houston related. I don't want that. But what I do want is this lovely.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Jason Voorhees coaster. Now, if somebody came to my house and tried to sit a cup on this, I'm going to fight them. No. This is so well done. It is so nice. It's thick. It's sturdy. It is really, really nice. This is going in my Jason Voorhees shelf. There are several people who make up the Little Shop of Horrors. This particular thing is from Sarah. So her Instagram is at Sarah Stitch Babe. And yeah, like they had other horror movie people, but we know I don't need anything else, Freddie. Because I have too much stuff. So anyway, next is Battle Bats. They do the wood engraving, burning, singeing. What is it called?
Laser engraving.
There you go.
She said singeing.
Shut up. Their
Okay.
Instagram is at BattleBats, BATZ. And I got Ash Williams
Mm-hmm.
outside the house. There's the cabin. He's standing there, got his chainsaw arm and his boomstick. He looks delirious. That's the way he posed to look after everything he went through. Um, as y'all know, I'm working on my Evil Dead shelf, and I guess one day I have to do a tour of my shelves, huh?
Yep.
It makes sense.
When I finish them. So this I thought was a very unique piece, and I needed it for my Evil Dead shelf. So shout out to Battle Bats. They were really cool, really nice guys. Ow. Don't judge me. Okay. So up next. Okay. Up next, we have the retro exchange. Now, I went over there because I saw some figurines and I was like, what's this? And I just saw this bin and I was like, are those squishy balls? Oh no, my squishy balls are weird.
Hey, yo. It's like you holding an invisible.
Right? You is holding a multiverse bomb is what you doing.
So ignore it. Wait, hold on. Nope. Anyway, we're just looking at this strawberry and don't look at the top because it's green. All right, so this is a strawberry. It smells like strawberries. That's what the girl told me. Apparently, my multiverse
bomb.
Huh?
The multiverse bomb.
Yeah, this is actually a pineapple, and the man told me it lights up if I hit it. I don't like things that light up.
Why not?
I just don't. And so I was like, oh, hopefully it'll stop lighting up. So anyway, as I've stated before, I have anxiety. And I know there are other people out there with anxiety. There were a lot of clowns there, which makes me nervous. And there are a lot of people, which also makes me slightly nervous. So I wanted to get something that I could squeeze while I was walking and people wouldn't think I was weird. So I was just like squeezing the stress balls. And yeah, they were really nice. They were really, really nice. They had some really good merchandise. They did have the jerseys and stuff like that, like we said earlier. They had some figurines. They had all kind of retro stuff. I'm not sure if they are in Houston or not. I don't think I checked. So I apologize for that. But they were really nice. They were really awesome. Check them out on Instagram. And next up is Mr. Jim Ferguson. He's really cool too. Really, really cool. So we all love art, as you can tell. And I told Boss that I deserve a medal. I have never gotten this much art in my whole life. I saw this piece and I said, I have to have it. This piece is from The Thing. This
yes, sir.
Is from one of my favorite scenes where this man's head falls off and turns into a spider. That is amazing. It's my favorite. When I saw it, I was like, I have to have this. I don't care if I put it in my bedroom. I have to have it. So he told me about the special and I was like, I only need to get one piece. And then I saw this. And it's not going to come up right because there's green on it. But I know y'all can't really see because of whatever. But this is from Creep Show. This is the scene because you can't really see. Yeah. This is Stephen King sitting in a chair. All right. So on Creep Show, Stephen King plays this hillbilly who sees a meteor in the sky and goes to get the meteor because he thinks that it's going to give him a lot of money. So he has this whole daydream of getting the meteor and striking it rich and, you know, having money and stuff. So he goes and he touches the meteor and it burns his fingers. And his fingers, he's like, ow, he sucks his fingers because they're hot and they start to blister. And the meteor actually, after he touches it, it bursts open and all this juice runs out. And he realizes that he will not get any money for said meteor. Well, as he sits in his house, he starts to turn gradually into a bush. I don't know if you can see that he has like some really gross stuff growing on him. But the grass that's so green starts to grow through his house. It starts to kind of grow through the whole area, and it starts to take over his body to the point that he becomes a bush himself, and he unfortunately unalives himself because he's now a total bush with kind of
aren't they technically alive?
Yeah, no,
Who's
he
gonna water
unalives
him?
himself with a shotgun.
Huh?
He unalives himself with a shotgun.
Oh, he unalives him. Oh, he unalives himself. I got you.
Yes.
I got you.
So shout out to Jim Ferguson for capturing some of my favorite horror movie moments. Yes, I did give my third one to Boss because he always looks out for me. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give my third one to Boss. Appreciate you. And you can catch Jim Ferguson on Instagram and Jim Bean Us, or maybe it's Jim Bean US. I don't know. But check him out. There's some really great pieces. Really cool person. Let's see, where is it? I too fell victim to the soap. At Comic Palooza, I was smelling the soap. I made a lot of other people smell the soap. So I think everybody in our group got the same soap. We're gonna all smell the same. Back to the Future, Melon Pear. Y'all, if you can smell this soap,
right.
it's so good. Like,
hey, maybe if we all collectively put it up to the camera, it might have some smell-o-vision.
Right, you know, some smell-o-vision is Back to the Future. It smells so good, y'all. If you like vegan soaps, I read it. It's just pretty much some oils. Like it just gonna clean you.
It ain't even so much like in vegan soaps. It's just if you like to smell good.
It smells amazing. Their soaps do
hygiene.
Smell. Wash your legs. Their soaps smell amazing.
And your gooch and your trunks and all that. Yes.
Don't say gooch and trunk anymore. So I missed it at Comic Palooza because my legs were dead at the time and I was just tired and I didn't feel like walking back over there. So I knew they were going to be at Houston Horror Film Festival. So I was like, I'll catch them there. Plus, like I said, they do have local shops and we will be visiting the local shops to get some more soap. So you can find them on Instagram at Pop Soap. Check them out, y'all. I promise you won't be disappointed.
At all.
All right. And I'm still going.
Yes.
So
according to this, you still got 2 more?
Yes, I do. So as we all know, I love Misfit Toys. Shout out to Daniel. You're an amazing person. You're so cool. I talked to Daniel at length at this particular event. If y'all have been following us for a while, you know that we do go to Misfit Toys a lot because I'm a toy whore and I love toys. And for my Evil Dead shelf, I do not like anything past the original Evil Dead. I tolerate part 2, but I hate Army of Darkness. Okay. However, we recently started streaming Evil Dead the game with Planet Nico. Shout out to Planet Nico. And I fell in love with the series. So I got this for my shelf. Look at Ash. He looks great. Look. And I asked Boss, I was like, Boss, should I get it? And he was like, yeah. So this is for my Evil Dead shelf. I only have one thing that I'm missing, and that is Henrietta. Because as y'all know, from Comic Palooza, I did get some Evil Dead artwork. And I took it off the stand. Y'all I'm sorry. I don't want it to fall and make a loud noise. I did get some Evil Dead artwork at Comic Palooza, so I'll be working on my shelf, and I would like to get a Henrietta. It's a little harder to find her, but I'm gonna find her, guys. All right, and okay, so you can follow them at Misfit Toys Montrose TX or Misfit Toys TX on Instagram. Again, Daniel's amazing. The guy that you saw cosplaying is Ash. I don't know his name. Did you know his name, Boss?
I do not know his name.
Okay. He's awesome. He's real sweet. He's always at the different events, and we've talked to him 1,000 times. So yeah, shout out to them. They're amazing. Hopefully we can get Daniel on here to tell us his story. And, he's a business owner, and hey, a local business owner. So we support you. So last but not least, I know y'all are like, geez. Okay, so we're walking, minding our business, and we see this display that has a bunch of swords on it. Now, if you know me, you know that I am a play dress up, I like stuff person. I like capes and swords and hatchets because I love a good slasher, okay? So we walk over there and we're talking to the guys, and there's this, because poor boss couldn't see out of his mask, he was like, is that a person or a statue? It was a statue of Jason Voorhees. And so the guys started talking to us, and he was like, you can pick up anything you want. And I said,
lived out my Triple H fantasies for a bit when I picked up the sledgehammer.
See?
When
so
Mike and I had went over there.
I was like, I can pick up anything I want. And I picked up this beautiful hatchet. Are these teeth? Yes. These are teeth on the hatchet. Teeth. Now, my parents think that this is gross. There's actually hair on here. Okay. This hatchet is amazing. This is very well done. Very well done, guys. Like, look at the teeth. And it's not, look, for all the kids, it's not gonna hurt you. I mean, if I hit you hard enough, it will. But I mean, shit, if I hit you hard enough with anything, it'll hurt. When I picked this one
what
up,
you're saying is that it's not a real hatchet.
No, it's not.
Right.
It's a prop. And when I picked it up, I knew it had to be mine, and I was just carrying it around because I was like, I have to have this. It has teeth on it. My dad thinks I'm sick. My mom thinks this is gross. I feel like this needs to go on my Jason Voorhees shelf as one of Jason's weapons. Okay, as Mr. CJ Graham said, Jason Voorhees uses an array of weapons. Whatever he got, he uses it. So, yeah. I took a picture with this for their Facebook as well. This is amazing. I went on their site. They actually have costumes as well. They have costumes. I think they're categorized by what type of monster or whatever, because they have like a sociopath killer genre. They have quite a few. So if you're looking for a costume, they are a bit pricey, but when you have details, you're going to get pricey. You're not going to get Party City kind of costumes in a sack, for $80. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to be that. We're talking about, you want to look like you work in a haunted house. Okay. Okay. So they also have lots of other weapons. These are the hatchets. They have machetes as scoots. I have a problem with where you're located. As Scoot said, they have sledgehammers. They did on the website have the bat with the nails in it. I don't know that it has the same name. Shout out to you, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, hey, yo, where did that just come from?
Because Lucille. And so, shout out to you, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
It's a barbed wire bat. You said bat with nails.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Anyway, so they have several different types of weapons that have blood and gore on them. And since they're handmade, all of them, none of them look the same. They're all used, but like this one had teeth and hair. Some of them just have hair. Some of them, there are some that didn't have teeth or hair. I don't want that. I'm gonna show you all these teeth one more time. So anyway,
one more time.
So, like I said, I did go on their website, and where did they say they were based, boss? I forgot. Austin. They're based out of Austin. So, if you guys are in the Austin area, or you plan to be in the Austin area, definitely check them out because they're dope. They're very, very nice, very cool people. I went on their Facebook page. They took lots of pictures of people that were dressed up to give shots out and give love to. So that's amazing as well. But yeah, check them out at Dark Creations ATX on Instagram, and their website is darkcreations.com. I mean, darkcreationsatx.com for their website. And again, thank you guys. Thank you to all the vendors that we had the opportunity to sit down and kind of chat with. You guys are amazing. Y'all are what make this thing so great to be able to get such great pieces for different people's collections and things of that nature. So we really, really appreciate you, and we look forward to seeing you at every event, talking to you. Shout out to all the vendors that remember us. Because that's dope. And since that's how we met Johnny, I think that's something special, you know, because we are meeting a lot of people, we are talking to them, and they're remembering us, and we are constantly going to cons, seeing them, and you know, just making friendships. So I think that's dope and awesome. So shout out to all of you.
Right.
Cheer.
We appreciate and love every one of you. And
Yes.
I was, while Irania was showing off her huge haul, speaking of the Texas Ren Fest, I looked up the information. We going. We going.
Oh, guys. Oh,
I'm going. Like, because when I say this is cheap, it's cheap. So
share it into the group because I need to get my outfit.
Yeah, because it is like,
I
just
wanna
to
be
put
a
it in
witch.
perspective, we spend more when we go out to eat individually.
Oh, wow.
So
Well, that's good. Yeah, we can definitely do that. And then we can have an awesome Card Chronicle review of that. And I need to be a winch.
mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I'm excited. Oh,
Best part,
does it-
it's only a 50-minute drive from Houston.
Okay. And it starts when? October?
It says October 8th. So we have 75 days and 16 hours. They have a countdown on their website.
Absolutely. We're going to have to check it out because I'm excited about that. And gosh, boss, we haven't had turkey legs since we went to the carnival.
Oh, I've looked.
Pre-pandemic.
They have a whole section dedicated to food. They have 94 food vendors.
Hey, yo.
94.
We may have to go live and do it.
Right. So
Right, that might be live.
and look, if you have parking is $25 or valet is $40. You have handicap, it's in the front and free. But yeah, nation's largest 400 on-site shops, 20 stages, 70 acres of land. Oh yeah, he gonna have a ball. Yeah. So
I got time to get my outfit together because you already know.
I'm gonna just be regular. I'm gonna just be me.
It's okay. It's all right.
No, I know it is.
You don't want to get any of those burlap pants that have just a string to tie.
You don't want any cloth boots to put on your feet. No soles.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
So apparently, Boss and Aranya have lost their minds thinking I'm about to show up in a burlap sack and things of that nature. So, you know, I'm gonna put them on timeout, but definitely go to Rand Fest and get me a giant turkey leg. I'm gonna be walking around just like this, turkey leg and and walk on some burlap sack. What the hell they think this is? It's still hot in October.
It's very true.
And it's outside.
Yeah.
You might need to invest in some hoochie daddies. Just saying.
All right, so yeah, he's going for the rest of this stream. He's out of here. So
I didn't say it.
So Aranya, anything you want to say about the HHFF acronyms? The Houston Horror Film Festival. Before
I just want to say to shout out to you guys at Houston Horror Film Festival, especially you, Johnny, because you're amazing. We all think you're amazing. We love you. We support y'all 1,000%. Any event y'all have, you know, we'll be there, grinning, talking loud. I'll probably be taking pictures, laying on the floor, acting out things like at the horror pop-up. um, Shout out to all the people who came out, regardless of whether you cosplayed or not. Just making it a positive experience and a good time is what makes cons. It's what makes the horror family. So I had an amazing time. I can't wait until the next event. Definitely be in the building. And y'all are great.
Yes. Every day. And shout out to Johnny for
Thank you.
luring us to that table. So
Thank you, Tina. And luckily your comment covers Boss's face. So
Right. I was like, what? That's not fair. That's mean.
so once again, shout out to Johnny, aka Kick Monkey, for luring us to that table at MonsterCon.
Yes.
So getting us involved in this film fest, we love it. Can't thank you enough, and we appreciate it because it is a lot of fun. And just, oh man, thank you.
Yeah, y'all go follow Houston Horror Film Festival on Instagram.
Yes.
It's at Houston Horror Film Fest. Is it festival or fest? Is it spelled out? Fest. On Instagram. Check it out. They keep everything up to date. I've already had quite a few people like, what were you dressed as and where were you going? And I need to know next time you're going because I want to go. So definitely go follow them. Keep up to date with everything. Get your tickets. Come out, support. It's a lot of fun, guys. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And to round it off, even if you're not the biggest horror person, it was still fun. Like I still enjoyed myself, even though there was a lot of people that I was in the sound like an owl when it came across, but still it was fun. It was fun seeing, and it was even cooler for me the fact that this is not a big event and this is not like a mainstream thing. And there was still people, as you saw from some of the pictures, they still went all out for their costume. It wasn't like somebody just threw on a t-shirt and said, hey, I'm this person. No, there were people who were legitimately dressing up and showing love to their favorite characters. The guest list was pretty vast for all the horror people. Yep. The vendors was pretty cool. It was definitely worth it, and it was very inexpensive because we got our tickets on a sale, which was on the Friday the 13th sale, which made the tickets $13. But I think even at the door, I think they were like $30.
Yeah.
So it's definitely worth it. Like I said, the only negative thing I had to say was about the parking, but at the same time, that is a good thing because the turnout was there. It wasn't like it was only 25 people. No, it was people. And it was people of all ages. I remember the kid that was maybe about 3 or 4 who was trying to get an interaction with my brother. And I thought it was like the cutest little thing. He was like, Michael Myers. And it was like, you're like 4. Like, what do you know about Michael Myers?
Right.
Hey, at 4, I knew a lot about Michael Myers.
Hey, but like I said, it was cool, even from a person who's not the biggest horror guy. It was still cool to see, still cool to be at. Shout out to Johnny again. Shout out to everybody at the Houston Horror Film Festival.
I got one more shout out.
Go ahead.
Shout out to the older Black man that we saw in the parking lot. He gave a tremendous shout out to Black people actually cosplaying. He was very impressed. And he was like, I am so impressed. He was like, y'all look great. He was like, this is my first time coming to anything like this. And he was like, I am so happy to see Black people cosplaying. He was like, y'all look amazing. And he said he had cataracts, so he got closer. And I was like, don't get too close, but okay. But shout out to him because that really made me feel good because we have a representation in that regard as well because we're not just horror people in Scoot. We are Black cosplayers and Black content creators, and we love it and we're here for it. So shout out to him as well.
Yeah, so Houston Horror Film Festival. Hopefully there'll be some more pop-ups this year. And, of course, you'll see us there. Hopefully we might have something in the works for those pop-ups as well. So be on the lookout for that. But definitely I can see this being a yearly thing for us.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Definitely I can see it being a yearly thing. thank y'all for rocking with us, listening to us rant about the Houston Horror Film Festival.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Um, Pretty soon, our playthrough of the Quarry, where all three of us, even though you only saw Boss, but all three of us
Mm-hmm.
was making decisions.
Yes.
Part one is on YouTube now. Parts 2, 3, and 4 will be uploaded soon. You got the other Car Chronicles review of Comic Palooza. Got Thor, spoiler and spoiler. Pretty soon, we about to get y'all with a spoiler field because I don't think you could talk about that movie without spoilers. But we about to
No.
give y'all a spoiler field review on Nope. So be on the lookout for that. Shout out to Pandemoniums. Shout out to
Yeah.
everybody
Hey,
who was in the
Panda.
chat. Shout out to everybody who was listening, watching us. Shout out to Mike, who was dressed as Michael Myers. I know it was like a Mike Inception there. You
Right?
know, so shout out to everybody. Shout out to it really, like I said, shout out to Houston Horror Film Festival for putting on a dope event and all the people who was there because it can only grow. It can only
That's right.
grow, and it can only it lets them know they can keep continuing this because
That's
the
right.
turnout was there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Correct.
thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. And us ninjas, at the end of the day, we try to make our ninja village proud.
Absolutely.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace.